Carr right away going to look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Lance to throw it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against the secondary. That one wasn't successful. We don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Lance. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches and look at him. And he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Lance. Throw left side, complete to QT. First down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
On first down, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's Chris Olave. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. Good move at the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. The Saints at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in at just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently ask for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a couple. Winston.
Oh, you ain't fucking kidding me.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, my depth chart's all fucked up, bro. Why the fuck is Perriman in there?
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yeah, my depth chart is all fucked up, bro. I made one fucking trade and everything goes to fucking shit.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Lance. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players getting on there for an 8-yard loss. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiving options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
It was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
For a first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready
Ew,
for that.
Madden sucks, bro. I'd be mad as shit, too.
The target incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Fourth down, Winston.
Man,
Open
24,
man is
what are you
Michael
doing?
Thomas. He's got room at the 30, and he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Winston a give. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4. Winston.
Oh!
But it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Jameis to throw it. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds downs near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now Lance again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they're ranked dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Very nice gain on the screen and gets him 12 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downhill out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Use your running ability and try to get those yards to see it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly
But
that.
the depth charts don't save one here, bro. So I had to pause. I didn't realize it until like halfway through my first series, and my depth chart wasn't fucking on.
Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Kamara up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You should have went with the curl.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing, Winston. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Oh, fuck, man. You lucky you tripped over him. That's a fucking pick 6. God damn it. Winston sucks, bro. Look, if I could ever tell you one thing, bro, Winston is complete trash.
Interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half.
Who?
Not the way they saw it, not the way they
your
drew
mic's
it
breaking.
up. You find out this
Your
is
mic's
something that you
breaking
can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Can you hear me now?
On first down.
Dude, what a fucking bad pass.
Picked up by Pete Werner, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield.
No, I said Winston, bro. I had Winston last year.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone.
Yeah, you said motherfucker last year, bro. It was bad.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Ooh, get a leg, it's tough.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great
Bro, he's
field
fucking
position.
slow and inaccurate as shit, and then fucking takes him the fucking hour to throw the ball.
You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Winston.
Oh, you fucking bitch! What the fuck are you swatting?
They certainly had good starting field position.
Oh my god, bro, get the fuck out of here. That's the second one you've thrown right to a guy where he said, you know what, the SWAT's the option. Not only a SWAT.
When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah. No, and then my guy decides, you know what? Yeah, you definitely do, bro, because almost everybody in here is.
Winston to throw for it on 4. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way to the ball. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
He almost made me quit last year. It was so bad. I was like, dude, I can't take that. I started picking up random guys on free agency.
I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went.
You want Carr?
Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again.
Do you want Carr?
The defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum.
It's like 92. I think he's 84 overall.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
Let me find a way to get one of the two I was talking to you about, my guy.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Here's Fuller with the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Now we get Kamara.
29 yards that time.
You don't want to run the ball anyway. I know you.
Creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting.
Well, I mean, I got the worst run defense in the league, so obviously. Yeah.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Lance.
Just a little
his
swivel
second
stick on him.
touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
If you ain't trying to come here, let me get Lattimore.
And there will not be a return here.
Well, I mean, no, Kamara I only want because, bro, I pass. He's got the routes, and I pass. That's the main reason for Kamara, because I'd never ask you for a running back. Huh?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
How did I?
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it.
Why? Because fucking
get it.
I hate white quarterbacks.
Here, I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling
I got Trey. I like to run, bro. I like to run. I like the speed.
And when you actually do,
Carr wouldn't have been able to score those 2 touchdowns I just scored, but
let's see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
See, like, fucking Denzel Perriman's out this motherfucker. Bro, I almost cut him.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
That was bad, bro. That was really bad.
And the Raider defense delivers a score. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind
Listen,
of
I usually get excited at games and shit. That was bad. Like, I felt bad.
So
That shit was such a bad pass, man. And your guy was, like, dead-ass open. Like, I don't give a fuck what your accuracy is. My punter could have hit that pass. Hey, what you want for that right tackle you got? Yeah.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans.
Man, look, what do you want me to fuck with? The old guys, the guys who are about to retire at 33? You don't have any real good projects.
It has to start right here, right now.
Well, question. Yeah, that cornerback's pretty solid.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get to
so I mean, I would use him as my slot cornerback.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Listen, bro, I play some people and they don't. I fucking was playing DeAndre Swift the other day. That motherfucker broke every fucking initial contact tackle that fucking he came into. Motherfucker was just instantly stiff arming guys.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Ouch. Bro, he was burnt.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been
telling you, man, you want Carr, he's there for you.
But, Charles, let's flip it back over.
Let's knock this out.
Coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come in after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Lance going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it.
X is the conservative tackle, but it's... No, yeah, it's bad.
Down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It hasn't been a clean
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
But there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, Lance.
Oh, I couldn't get it out. God damn it. And you saw it late, too. Had that fucking in on across the field.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
You pussy. You fucking pussy. You're a fucking X Factor. Catch one of those, you bitch. My 65 overall guy would have caught that.
Last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here.
Oh, you got it.
And the lead is now 24.
No, he just completely stopped.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, no, your first drive. Honestly, your first drive, I was like, what the fuck is this? I saw your record and everything, but fucking Winston was on point. Yeah, he was like, up in there, throw this, throw that, scores too close, let me give a pick here.
The folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. So a nightmare start to the drive as here now. And he can't escape.
Yeah, bro, that shit was so laggy right there.
Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
A big gain on the play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the
Good
drive
pass,
alive.
bro. That's a good pass
Thomas
right
on
there.
the out route, making the catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. But no reason not to.
He's a bad motherfucker, bro.
They do indeed convert on fourth.
Hold on, Madden. I'll be up here in a second. Almost done.
First down, Winston. To the sideline, and that is
I thought I had it.
He was able to get both feet in. 23 yards on the play. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And
Bro,
the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions.
Bro, 100%. It looks like they throw to the guy.
Yeah. That one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said,
Tell you, Vic, come get Carr. He's fully ready. He's got stats.
Let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
No, Carr's going to miss some passes too, bro. Carr's going to miss some passes. But, look, it's not going to be as bad as you're looking at right now.
Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, but I try to do some shit with Carr because I had superstar quarterbacks last year. So I'm trying to pass lead and everything else, like heavy pass lead.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right?
Yeah,
thinking way too much.
I'm going to give you good field position if I miss this.
He's a tight end, but
I need like 50 yards.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have.
Yeah, I told you, Waller be a bitch sometimes, but then other times he goes fucking crazy.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Thanks, Lance.
That'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
No. I was trying to get a fucking jump. If I'd have got a jump animation, he was getting beat easily. Linebacker, too.
On the double.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck was that? Like, what the fuck was that? My guy just had a fucking heart attack on the fucking field. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nothing?
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30
bro, this shit's so bad.
Here's Winston. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. All smiles and high fives.
Bro, look, see, that's the worst part about it. Look, yeah, he throws so much shit passes that when you make one bad one, then you're like, man, fuck. But bro, he's done made shit all game.
I do know a few guys are gonna think to themselves,
he's done made fucking ass passes. Yeah.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Thanks.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the cover was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
No, you got to win a lot more, bro.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Get out.
Well, things obviously not going their way.
Yeah, unnecessary.
In the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he'll throw this one away.
No,
I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws
if it was rushing the passer, I would honestly probably have died laughing,
Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they rip this to the 45. From the gun, it's Lance. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Lance again.
Nah, bro, this Madden game's ass.
They sink him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Lance steps away to his left.
Get it. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. I thought that was a fucking dot.
So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the deep.
And now it appears
Booth review. Give me that shit.
And we'll get a review. And this
give me that shit. Give me that shit.
NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So
Get the fuck out. Yo, I ain't never seen a fucking review like that. Here you go.
Now Lance eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Here's Lance. And he will get into the end zone.
No, I doctored for that, man. I doctored for it. I put the deep,
Well, partner, when a team's up this
yeah,
big,
87
this late in the
speed,
game,
91 excel.
What's their motivation? Because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them,
that's why I went for him, man. I needed that extra little bit of speed boost.
I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And it's mainly in the fucking red zone, bro. The red zone's fucking tough as shit to throw sometimes. You could even clear out fucking pass and just fucking run.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signal for.
It's funny though, bro. I was literally hot routing the entire time.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's good for the Saints.
First down throw for Winston.
Ooh.
It to Olave. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And it's the two teams talking over on their respective
Hey, you're going to get a dev game with him soon.
We take a break. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One last shot now for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders come
GG's,
up
my
with
guy.
a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
This game sucks.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food, blowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great.